Okay, so we did a light search on inventory. Another thing that's really kind of cool is searching sold units. It's basically the same type of thing, but you can actually say, okay, which pieces did I want to search? And you start getting a few more options as far as taxes and customer information and a whole bunch of different things. This was where we actually kind of started. We started building from. And when you see some of the other pieces, like you see how we have this point and click interface with stock units? Guess what we ended up doing for customers? I'll show you. It's the exact same thing. We'll deal with this a little bit later, but this is the advanced search for customers. Does this look fairly familiar? Click, 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 filter, 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 sort, sort, sort. Like, it's that same basic kind of concept, if you will. Guess what we did for elements of time, which is your scheduling and calendaring stuff? Elements of time. Tick, tick, tick. What do I want to get? Oh, do I want my finished, my budgets, my created, my invoices, my, et cetera, et cetera. Like, what we did was originally it was actually the stock units because that was kind of where our problem was. That's what actually generated and made us kind of go in this direction. So it was kind of fun. Do you guys want to start and add one? Do you know a make and model of say your vehicle or something like that?
Sure.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Let's go home for just a minute. And I'm not really even familiar with tons of these little buttons here because I haven't played in this particular interface, but it's great. Okay, stock in inventory. Let's click that button. It basically took me right here to the stock in inventory page. I'm going to come in here, and I'm going to do a Chevy Tahoe. That's what I'm currently driving. So I selected the make, and then I'm going to select my model. I'm going to go down to Tahoe, and it is a 1500. So I've advanced it a couple steps. I'm now into the Add Edit Vehicle page. Okay, I'm going to come down and I'm going to say mine is a used vehicle. It currently is in inventory. The first part of the stock number, what this does is this is a kind of a special call out. So it could be like something to quickly help the salesperson, whether it's the last four of the VIN or SU97, like maybe it's a quick, oh, that's an SUV and it's a 97 model, or like something quick. It's only 5 characters, but it's kind of like a quick little call out that you could do. So for mine, I'm just going to go S97 because I have a SUV and it's a 97 model. Okay, this was just kind of a little thing that helps the salesperson quickly get it. If you're wondering what these fields are, every single page has a help file. Okay, I'm just going to quickly bounce into it so you can see it. You have stock, main, sub-inventory, make, model. The first stock, here it kind of tells you what it's doing and such. It goes down and explains all of these different little pieces. So every single page has a help file on it. So my year, I'm 1997. The engine, this is I believe it's a V8. I couldn't even tell you. The transmission, I currently have an automatic, and I have tilt, and I can't even remember all of my stuff. I have 4-wheel drive, and what else do I have? I have
Power locks.
Oh, okay, yeah, correct.
Air conditioning.
I have CD player, I have etc. Like basically, you kind of put in your description, okay? And I'm trying to think what else I have. I have cruise control. Okay. If you wanted to, you could actually open up some features to give you some ideas. It might help you, like, kind of, this is just a quick little window, if you will, that kind of just pops it up and allows you to, like, even copy and paste some pieces across, okay? But it's called some features and just kind of helps you out. Style and trim, mine is, I believe, an LX, and then the VIN, I can't remember right now. I'm just going to put in 17 zeros for this particular second. But usually, when you actually put in the correct one, you actually can then track it by that. That then becomes searchable. So like if somebody's out on and if you sell it, it pulls it onto the invoice. And if you do this, like it's constant, it becomes part of the system. It's serial tracking. It's actually VIN number tracking and stuff. So in order to make it look like it's actually VIN number tracking, why don't we actually do a real VIN, just for fun. We'll just go, they all have special numbers, but I'm going to go Adilas.biz, just for fun, as that's my VIN number, okay? And it'll prompt me. If I don't have 17 characters, it'll tell me. What's my mileage? Right now I'm probably 121,000. And my color is green. It's just kind of fun. You're just popping down through it, but it's pretty simple. My location, let's say that I'm actually at Steamboat Springs, and I currently own this one. Date in, let's pretend that this is fine, and this was purchased by Brandon. And I received it from, I've got my caps lock on. I'm going to say that I got this from the auction. It does not have any parent stock units. This stuff right here, the parent stock unit, this is actually for trade-in type stuff. So like, say I got this one because of the Ford Astrostar van or whatever like that. So it kind of helps to create a little bit of link to a parent stock unit. We're not going to even mess with that right now. Let's say that mine's fairly inexpensive. Let's say that it's $5,300, and I'm not going to do any shipping, and I'm going to just do a list price. And I want to sell this thing for, let's make $1,000. So $6,300 is my list price. Now this right here is kind of interesting. You can have a choice between list price or markups. Do you know what the difference there is? What would a markup be?
Probably a percentage of how much you want to make as opposed to around that amount.
Okay, correct. So it basically takes your cost and your basis, and then it says, well, I'll add 1.4 or 1.7 on top of that, okay? It kind of does some multiplication on it. And then you can kind of, it's kind of a way to fake and play with numbers, but as your costs increase, that automatically makes your price jump up, okay? If your cost is fixed and you know that you want a certain dollar amount or you want it to look really pretty, like say for instance instead of $6,300, say I wanted it for $2,395, okay? Something like this, 0.95. Like that's a fixed price. That's a list price compared to like something that would kind of just be kind of random if you did an actual markup. Okay. And if you wanted to, you could put some additional notes. You could put any sort of incoming invoice dates and time. This is kind of just for stocking it in, and I'm going to say add the unit. Oh, it wants me to go a little bit more for my my VIN number. It wants 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Basically what it does is it tries to make sure you have your correct data. And then it allowed me to add it. Okay? So, Shannon, did you add one at all or anything? Or
No, I
Okay.
didn't. Sorry, but I can.
no problem. No problem. Tanya, did you add an item?
I didn't.
Okay.
I watched you do it.
No problem. No
Okay.
problem. So let's do this. Let's give you guys the challenge. You can either click and go home. This is my home page. When you guys go to your home page, what does yours look like? Does it look very similar to this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect. The stock in inventory, it's the exact same as going like this as well. Stock unit, new, boom. It'll eventually take you to this stock in inventory page, okay? There's just a cool little button, stock in inventory. So why don't you guys go ahead and enter one, and you can do whatever you want. Just so you know, I'm probably going to make you go out and get pictures off the internet for it eventually, so see if you can do something. Shannon, you could do a Subaru wagon or whatever.
Already on it. Good work.
Already on it. That's great. That's great. So while you guys are doing that, I'm actually going to open up another little browser and see if I can go find some photos so I can kind of get ready to prep some photos for it. Also, Shannon, are there any questions from online at all?
No, there has not been
Okay,
yet.
great, great. We're just kind of having fun right now, but as we get into it, we'll kind of show you some of the different little pieces and show you some of these, how the fun parts. If you guys have any questions, let me know, and when you get done, let me know. We'll jump in and check it out. Some of these look just like my Tahoe. The nice part is if you make a mistake or anything, it should walk you through it. It's kind of like, hey, I was looking for something in this field or whatever. So.
I have no idea how much cars cost.
Just kind of fake it.
Oh, I totally am, but I was just
Yeah.
realizing as I'm putting this in, I know nothing about cars. Not at all.
You know what? People who know cars, they know them very, very well. So like, people can actually see things going down the street and be like, 2013, or whatever. Oh, that's a 19. You know, they know it. They know it. They know it. So. Anyway, I just thought it would be kind of fun to let you play in there just because this is where we kind of started originally. This was where our need was as far as what happens and what's going on. So far I can tell that mine's the only one that's hit it. I went and pulled a history report just to see if I could see how many had been actually entered into the system. Oh, somebody did one for about 10 grand or 12 grand or so. Oh, I see 3 of them now. Awesome. So it's kind of fun just to kind of see like who's playing and who's doing what. So. Once you guys have those in, let me know and we'll kind of keep going on.